I'm alive, guys. I'm finally back. It is me, Dargs. We are back in business, baby. Let's go. Okay, I know it's been like, how many months has it been now, actually? Let me check. 2 months. It's been 2 months since the last upload on this channel, and no, I don't know anymore. I know I said that I'd only talk about topics when they actually interest me, and I think that they'll be appropriate to cover on here, but I really haven't even kept my word with that much at all, so I don't know. Maybe this is another one-off like the last time, but maybe I'll actually try to, like, do something with this more in the future. I have no idea, but for now, there is a topic that I just I need to get this off of my chest because it's so fucking funny. As we all know, I'm a mascot horror guy. That's my bread and butter. That's what I default to when I want to talk about anything at all ever. So I still keep up and pay attention to the scene when I can. But as many of you have probably also started noticing, the entire scene of all that is starting to die, like, really, really quickly. It's not really profitable just to make a character that's brightly colored and he's all spooky and shit. I don't know. I think the most popular thing that has had a concept like that has popped up recently was Sprunky, and I still don't know what this is. Maybe I'll need to check this out, like, more later. Is anybody that's watching this, like, a huge Sprunky fan? Can you explain Sprunky to me? Anyways, that's not what this video is about. What I'm more interested in talking about today is Don't Fret. But before we get into fully talking about this, I would appreciate if you all would, like, you know, hit that little subscribe button down there. I know I haven't really been uploading here, but maybe I'll upload again in, like, the next month or maybe sooner. I don't fucking know. Just hit the button. Just hit the fucking button. Anyways, Don't Fret. Don't Fret on its Steam page advertises itself as a music-themed psychological horror game where you have to solve puzzles and escape from foes. Daring today, aren't we? Now, if you see this guy right here that's on the page, this is the protagonist that you play as, but the fact that we're a guitar doesn't really matter at all after having played the game, or the demo. I mean, this is just a demo for now. But if the whole game is going to be like this, it's just nothing to really write home about. It's very, very mediocre. I think the style and some of the environments are pretty cool, but at the same time, it's just nothing we haven't seen before. I mean, you play as a goddamn guitar, and you'd think that there may be, like, rhythm-themed puzzles or something, but no, not really. Closest thing you have to something like that in this game is that you need to just play the piano, and that's it. It's the most basic type of piano puzzle you can think of. What you need to do is exactly told to you on a chalkboard, and you just need to, like, put in 4 notes. When I first heard that this was going to be a music-themed horror game, I thought that there would be some rhythm or something like that was implemented into it. Kind of like how there's a lot of FPS games right now that have been implementing rhythm into how you play it. Examples at the top of my head that I could throw out are Hellsinger or RoboBeat. Those games are pretty cool, and I thought that this was going to be something like that at the very least. But no, it's just your tried and true mascot horror template. You walk around, you solve puzzles, it ends. Really nothing all that special that I can say other than the environments are kind of cool, and I guess the music is pretty good in this. For a game that's entire vocal point is meant to be just, like, music stuff, there's not really any music tracks in this game that really stuck out to me or that I can remember at the top of my head. But this game is being developed in tandem with Rocket Music. And if you don't know who those guys are, they're kind of a popular nerdcore artist. They make songs about FNAF or Bendy or whatever's trendy at the given moment. They're even the people who made Rivals, which was featured directly into Garten of Banban 3, which is also their best song in my opinion. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like any of Rocket Music's music all that much. Even as somebody who used to enjoy nerdcore almost exclusively when I was a kid, I never even liked them then when my standards were literally just FNAF fan songs.
Five Nights at Freddy, he bites.
But I don't want to use their music as a base on the quality of this game itself. If things are going to keep going in this trajectory, I just don't really have much of an interest in this project. It's not really offering anything that's all that special out of the norms from what this space usually gives us. So I don't really see any reason to really want to pay attention to it that much. But that's not even the main topic that I wanted to talk about regarding Don't Fret. Because something that is is infinitely more entertaining than the game itself is the Twitter account and the Discord server. Don't Fret is obviously a small game and a small group of people behind it, so even though I am kind of clowning on them and saying I don't really like their game, don't take it too personally, because I'm sure all the people who are working on this aren't bad people. I just think the way that they're going around promoting their game is just kind of silly, and it's very reminiscent of other people of similar stature that have done similar things. And you'll see exactly what I mean by that in just a moment. The first one that got my attention and the main reason why I wanted to make this video was because of this now iconic post that they have made. Anything seem familiar? So about a few weeks ago now, Don't Fret thought it would be a good idea to pull the Tiny Build Classic on us and just directly ping MatPat to check out their game. They even went back to the post a whole day later to defend their decision to do this, saying, "My favorite part about this is I have no idea why everyone is up in arms. Yes, at MatPatGT is retired, but what else am I missing? Otherwise, appreciate the demo downloads today." And of course, somebody did decide to respond with the Tiny Build screenshot. And I guess Don't Fret just doesn't have any self-awareness on what this means in the slightest, because they just responded to this post by pinging MatPat on Twitter again. So like, why? I think it's really funny whenever developers of games like these try to get the attention of MatPat, especially because like, you're not getting a theory video, dude. He's not doing that anymore. The best you'll get is like a GT live stream, but not many people really watch those from what I'm aware of. It's more just like MatPat's core, really core audience. So it's not going to get like insane reach from that. Although I know it'd be cool if MatPat just checked out your game in general. It's just, what are you doing, man? This is not the way. This post is funny, but this is far from the only post on this account that is like this. Who wouldn't love to be taking notes in the official journal of Fret? We'll see if we can talk about it with @targets. I don't know what their goal is here. Why do you @target about this? What are they going to do? Are they personally going to stock the items? Do they do that? Is that how that works? Can somebody tell me if that's how that works? It'd make more sense if they like tried to ping Fat Mojo or somebody who actually makes merch that is sold in stores like that. But no, it's just Target itself. The Don't Fret journal seems to be in high demand as well, with a whopping 70 likes on this post. You know, let me know. Maybe I'm the bad guy here. Maybe I'm wrong. If you made it this far, let me know right now if you'd love to take your notes in the official journal of Fret. But my favorite part about the MatPat tweet, and I literally just found this while scrolling the account. I didn't even realize that they did this, but they tried to post a public apology for their tweets, but instead of it actually being an apology, they just promote their game instead, but to Tom from Game Theory.
Everyone, Russell here with Scary Kid Studios. There's been a lot of commotion regarding my tweet at MatPat to check out Don't Fret, and I want to come out publicly and just say we should have addressed Tom as well. So Tom, my small team is working on a musically inspired horror game called Don't Fret. The demo just came out a couple of weeks ago, and we think that you and your team would absolutely have a blast playing it. So here's a quick clip of the game, and we hope you go check it out. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Which, you know, I actually have to respect this one. I'm sorry. The original post was silly, but I don't think it's something that they should have gotten genuine hate for. It's just really funny. At worst, it kind of comes off as desperate and attention-seeking. I feel that a lot of people are just really burnt out of media like this. And I've made it a point in the past that I don't think developers should just try to chase big game theory videos or anything like that. Carve your own success for the project first, and then worry about getting something like that later. A good example of that would honestly be like Shipwreck 64, in my opinion. A game that wasn't trying to promote itself to a whole bunch of YouTubers at launch, but ended up getting a bunch of videos that got really popular about the game just because it was good, which in turn led to Game Theory covering the game. You see where I'm going with here? Just worry about making the game first, and then worry about having all the other creators start promoting it. The other thing that I really wanted to talk about regarding the Don't Fret guy guys was their infatuation with the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight that happened a few days ago. I'm not gonna bother explaining that. Everybody knew that was going on if you didn't watch it. Netflix was like shitting itself trying to stream it to everybody. It was really funny. And then it ended up being one of the most underwhelming events that have happened in recent memory. But the reason why that is relevant is because the Don't Fret guys were really into this for some reason. First, it started off with them pinging everybody in their server asking who was going to win, Jake Paul or Mike Tyson. But then they attached this really funny message after it. At everyone, have a wonderful weekend and stay safe. Who are you rooting for in tonight's boxing match against Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson? And then right below that, they attached this render of the lead guy in the game that you play as, and he just looks really sad. I don't know why this is the image that they chose to promote this announcement with, but like this is just a really good screenshot. And then later that night, after the fight had happened, they decided to take to Twitter with the exact same screenshot again and then post Jake Paul after losing to Mike Tyson tonight. They were really into this. This was sure to capture the mascot horror audience and their interest, guys. You did it. Good job. I just don't understand why they were talking about this so much. The mascot horror audience does not give a shit about this fight, and the people who do give a shit about this fight aren't going to care about Don't Fret. I'm sorry. They just aren't. I swear, whoever's running this account, they need to fire their entire marketing team. Just pack it up, restart. This isn't working, guys. I'm sorry. But despite all of this, they seem to be doing mildly successful for themselves. They claim that the game has over 7,000 wishlists on Steam, and that they've been getting a lot of traffic from people playing the demo. So, you know, I can't really knock it, honestly. I'm happy that they're finding their success. Even though I have very little interest in this project, it isn't broken or like super egregious inside the game itself. It's just the way that they're deciding to market this entire thing is just really amusing to me, and I thought to share it with you all today for just a few minutes. Again, do not send any hate to these people. They said that they had received a lot of hate mail in their Twitter DMs after posting the initial MatPat tweet, which just isn't a cool thing to do. Don't do that. If you want to make fun of these posts, that's completely okay, because they are really funny. But once that turns into genuine harassment, it's not funny anymore. Don't do that. Anyways, I really hope that this account continues to bless us with amazing tweets. I don't use Twitter anymore, but I'm definitely going to keep an eye on this if I ever do see anything that's as funny. And I'll keep you all updated too. If I see anything that's in the same vein as these posts, I'll like post them on my community tab with no context. But if you all have made it this far, you'll know. So rise up, Don't Fret Nation. Anyways, that's really all I wanted to talk about right now. Yeah, wishlist Don't Fret or something. I don't know. I've been Dargs, and until next time, I'm gonna fret.